Over in the LPL, Weibo Gaming's ADC Light showed one of the better ADC builds I've seen in a while. I enjoyed doing a positive draft video earlier today, so I figured let's do another one, giving credit where credit is due. Let's take a look. As I mentioned in a previous video, itemization is a dynamic aspect of League of Legends, meaning that it changes every single game. The first step here is to examine the enemy team and determine what types of items they will build. This will allow you to effectively decide the optimal build path for any given game. In this game, Light is going to want to build for tank shredding for K'Sante and Maokai, and protection for Qiyana. Light starts by powering into Kraken Slayer first item. This has been very popular recently, and I understand why. Kraken is basically a mythic item in terms of stats and effectiveness. It has great base stats and is very effective for cutting through tanks. If you are going to do a non-mythic first item, Kraken is definitely the way to go. He moves into Gale Force second, which considering the current state of ADC mythics is the best choice. The extra mobility on an immobile champ like Jinx is also very helpful, especially in this game with a Qiyana running around. The only other ADC mythic option is really Infinity Edge, which I don't think is in a great spot right now, so good choice from Light with the Gale Force. Third item, he correctly builds Lord Dominik's Regards, which again is aimed at tank killing. Looking at the enemy team, K'Sante, Maokai, Qiyana, and potentially Aphelios are all going to have higher HP levels than Jinx, so LDR is objectively the correct purchase here. Light knows that he is going to be kiting back with Lulu and hitting whoever is in front of him, which is likely going to be K'Sante and Maokai. Even though the game ended, you can see that Light had another BF sword in inventory, indicating his intent to go Bloodthirster 4th item. I love the idea for multiple reasons. First, Guardian Angel on ADCs is so omega useless it cannot be overstated. Imagine if he built GA into K'Sante, Maokai, and Qiyana. What's going to happen after he revives? Death. Anyways, Bloodthirster is good here also because the lifesteal will have good value against Qiyana, helping to prevent assassination attempts. Lastly, BT 4th is generally good on AD stacking champions because you are late enough into the game where the AD bonus makes a meaningful difference. Considering all this, loved the idea that Light was going BT 4th. I would have been curious to see what Light was going to build last. If it were me, it probably would have been either Runaan's or PD. Runaan's would be good here because he'd get guaranteed value out of the bolts, since the enemy team has 3 champs that will be up in his face. He could also go PD, which just has great base stats, and would give him extra movement speed, which is a super underrated stat, and would have value into Qiyana. It's great to see a solid build path with actual thought put into it. Respect to Light for it, even though he lost the game. Thanks for watching, see you next time.